Hello, everyone, and welcome. The 26th of April is celebrated as World Intellectual Property Day, which aims to raise awareness of the value of intellectual property, that is IP. Women Entrepreneurs India is hosting this event to create public awareness about the importance of intellectual property rights, including patents, copyright, trademarks, and designs. Societies all across the world employ intellectual property, that is IP rights, to foster innovation and creativity. Please join me in welcoming Dr. B. Vaikundaselvan, ME PhD, Executive Director, Nehru Group of Institutions, Technology Business Incubator, NGA TBI. Welcome, sir. We are privileged to have you with us. Let me share a brief about our guest of the day. Sir has a PhD in electrical engineering awarded by Anna University. He has about 13 years of teaching experience, 8 years of industrial experience, and 5 years of research experience. He has done a lot of conferences, workshops, and of course, entrepreneurship programs. He had done more than 35 entrepreneurship programs and 7 IPR related programs. He had published 22 research papers in international journals, 2 research papers in national journal. He has actively participated in the training of evaluators or resource persons on outcome based accreditation 2 times. He has also involved in orientation programs and a lot of other programs. He had supported organizations receive fund to the tune of 6 crores, and he has filed more than 4 IPRs, and he's also the innovation ambassador for MHRD IIC. He's also membership. He has membership in 4 academic bodies. He had received a lot of awards. Let me mention a few: Innovative Professional Award, Excellence in Engineering Education, Best Academic Administrator Award, Innovative Technological Research and Dedicated Professor Award, Global Excellent Administrative Leadership Achievement and Dedicated Innovative Academician Award, Best Leader for Skill Development Trainers. So these are a few of the awards. And he has also visited international institutions like University Technology Mara in Malaysia, and then Sri Nakiran Virat University in Thailand and Asian Institute of Technology, Thailand. And he's also visited the National Institute of Singapore Solar Lab. So welcome, sir. We are really glad to have you with us. We would like to hear your insights on IPRs and patent and how one can file patent. And we would also like to know more about DPIIT as well. So please walk us through what a patent is.
Yes, ma'am. On behalf of Nehru Group of Institution Technology Business Incubator, I wish all for the World IP Day. So, when we are talking about the patent, it is coming under the intangible property. We call it as our land or building. Normally, we call as a tangible property. And for the intangible property, the patent rights, copyright, trademark, or the design patents are called as the intangible properties. So the patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention, which is a product or a process. The invention may be new one or solving the societal problem. The technical informations about the invention must be disclosed through the public to and patent applications. I think it is a property for an innovator. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving a brief on what a patent is. How can an entrepreneur apply for a patent? Sir, please unmute.
Yeah. Madam, an entrepreneur or an innovator or an assignee, everybody can apply the patent. But the thing is, they have a creativity, they have an innovation, then they have to search the portal through the Google patent search or USPTO search or our Indian patent office portal search, we have to find whether our idea, what our thought process in our mind, that creativity is already somebody's done or not. We have to search the pattern. This is the step number one. After searching the pattern, we conclude it, whatever the innovation, whatever the creativity in our mind is not made by anyone, then we have to go for the next step. We made for the drafting. The drafting, it included for the title. The title should be a catchy one, and the invention steps, the description, drawings, and the details about the drawings, and the abstract description, and final one is for the claims. So the claims are very, very vital information for the art. If the drafting is ready, then we go for filing the pattern. Filing, we go for an Indian patent office portal, www.ipindia.gov.in. If we have a digital signature, then it is easy for us. We go for an ID password, enter into it, and make it all the informations. Then we have to, using our DSC, we have to pay the money regarding the applications as well as the early publication fees if we require. So next, the 15 or 20 days, maximum 1 month, the patent office has taken, then the matter to be published to the portal. After a due duration of 18 months, up to 36 months, the authorities have taken, then they call for the examinations. That time, we need to explain all the inventive steps, how it is a new one. If the examiners accept that, then the innovation or the product innovation or the process innovation has to be granted. So these are the steps involved for filing the patent in our ipindia.gov.in portal. But for the startup, we notify that point. It is a fast track application is there. Within 12 months, the matter to be granted. Such kind of provisions are available in Government of India. Thank you, ma'am.
That was really insightful, sir. I think by now all startups would have had an idea as to how to go about applying for a patent. Please walk us through if there are any criteria for patenting one's invention.
Yes, ma'am, definitely have a criteria. So always three dimensions are very essential for filing the patent. So nowadays everybody is submit the proposal for patent, but how many of them going to grant is a million question. So what I mentioned is it is really connect with the granting of patent. So whatever our publications, whatever the information's patent lesson related, it need to grant the requirement is definitely our idea should be a novel and unique. And the innovative idea should be an industrial applicable and it should be an cost effective. So these are the three dimensions related for the patent invention. If the innovator met with the three, then they can easily pass for the examinations.
Great, sir. Women Entrepreneurs India and a Nehru Group of Institutions Technology Business Incubator, we have joined forces, and I know TBI has supported a lot of startups to avail seed funding. So, could you please walk us through the seed funding avenues available for an entrepreneur, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, really. Actually, in our TBI, already the government of India sanctioned for 1 crore as a seed money. That seed money is helpful for the early stage startup. What I am talking for the early stage startup, the registration of DPIIT certification, that is the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade certification, is within 2 years. That we called as the early stage startup. But the industry, they have to run below 10 years. That such kind of startups required to submit their proposal for the seed funding. So the mandatory requirement is two documents. One is for the startup have a LLP or a private limited. That incorporation certificate is very important. Another one is the DPIIT certifications. If the startup have two certificate, then have to submit their proposal through our Nehru Group of Institution web portal. Otherwise, they have to submit their proposal through Commerce Industry DPIIT section through the link of a startup requirement. So up to 20 lakhs as given as a grant, up to 50 lakhs is given for the proof of concept to commercialization. Commercialization, that 50 lakhs is connected with an equity share or debt fund or debt related linkages. That provisions are there in our TBI, not for our TBI, all the TBIs in India, that provisions are most probably available.
Great, sir. I think you mentioned about DPIIT. So could you please elaborate on what DPIIT is and what are the schemes and how an entrepreneur can make use of those schemes, sir?
So many advantages for the DPIIT registration startup. So once the startup have an incorporation certificates of LLP or private limited, then they have to enter into the DPIIT certification. It is very simple steps. The startup can enter into the commerce industry portal. They have to register. Within 15 days, they have to get the certificate. What are the advantages for this DPIIT certification is what a startup have the certificate, then for the patent, the startup need not spend any money to the patent office for filing. So the government of India, commerce industry has taken so many steps for some patent facilitators are available in India. That patent facilitators can do the job to file our innovations into the ipindia.gov. portal. Whatever the money, whether it is government fees or the practicing fees by the attorney, all the monies should back by the patent facilitators. So whatever the money contributed that time, that money can be get by the patent facilitators from the government of India DPIIT section. So as for the startup concern, if the startup have their DPIIT certificate, the startup need not spend any money for filing the patent or trademark or design, whatever may be. And another some advantages have, so some relaxation for the GST, some relaxation for the initial payment for set up the industry. So a lot of advantages are there.
Fantastic, sir. I think you can mention the portal link for people to know.
Yes, madam. It is actually the Commerce and Industry Government of India portal. Just Google it
That's
in
the
start.
DP. Yeah, so let me share it for the viewers.
Yes, yes, yes. I can
Yeah,
share to you. You have to circulate to all the.
sure, sir, sure. Definitely. So people can Google Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade or
Yes,
dpiit.gov.in and they'll be there. So
yes.
let me ask you another question related to startups. Like you know, in TBI, you are hand-holding a lot of entrepreneurs. So are people coming forward to apply for patent or how is the response from the startups, sir?
Actually, telling madam, The peoples are always come forward to file the patent. But where the startups are lag is the granting of patent. That side is so much of lagging. Why? Because the three dimension of the inventive step or the cost effectiveness or the industrial applicabilities are very essential for filing the patent. So some of the startups they fail for the cost effectiveness, or some of the startup they fail for the inventive side. Some startup they are normally copying of the ideas. So that time are not a good searching. Suppose whatever the inventive ideas or the creative ideas in a innovators, they need to search by a good search engine. That is helpful for finding whether the idea is already somebody's or patented or not. If our thought process or if our creativity in our mind is an unique one, as per this conclusion only we go for filing the patent for our ideas into the IP portal. If anybody fails, if anybody fails for searching, then that also fail for granting a patent. So whatever the informations we file through ipindia.gov.in portal, the authorities they publish the informations within the month. But the challenge is how we will meet out the in front of the examiner is a big question.
100%, sir. I think, as you rightly said, creativity and innovation must be there when startups apply for patent, right, sir? So you had supported a few startups to get the patent. How was the process like? Was it very tedious, or it's pretty easy, or how is it like, sir?
Yes, madam. For our startup in Nehru Group of Institution TBI, with our own digital signature, we support them for filing the patent. So already we filed for 7 patents as per our startup concern. So what we are expecting from them, we given a format for format 1 and format 2. That two formats clearly expect for the inventive steps who are the innovators or who are the assignees, what are the drawings or what are the figures which is related to the inventions, and abstract description claims, all the things they have to written in this material. Once our team has reviewed all the informations, whether it is very crucial related to their own thought process or their own idea, that proof of trust only we submit that information into the IP portal through our own digital signature. Now, here the contribution of the filing charges as well as the early publication charges is backed by the Nehru Group of Institution TBI. So we are supporting our startups for filing. Whatever the charges incurred for that, our management, the TBA president, Dr. Krishna Kumar sir, instructions to contribute that money to our startups always.
That's really wonderful, sir. I think with the leadership of Dr. Krishna Kumar sir and yourself and the whole team at NGA you are doing a lot for the startups. And I think this session on patent and government subsidies is really insightful because you've given loads of information related to patent and how one can apply through DPIIT and how they can avail the subsidies and why startups should come forward and apply for patent. I thank you for your valuable time, sir. We look forward to another similar session wherein we could share a lot of knowledge on patent and other terms related to intellectual property rights. So I really thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So we've come to the end of the session. We would be having another session on intellectual property rights by around 7:30. So stay tuned, and you You could reach out to us on 9952013800 if you'd wish to apply for a patent, and we will definitely connect you with Dr. B. Vaikundaselvan sir for further process. So thank you, viewers. Thank you for watching this wonderful video. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.